Welcome back, zombie fans, as we're back here for Season 11, Episode 20, What's Been Lost. Guys, we got to see Pamela Milton pretty much at the height of her treachery. We get to finally see who this woman truly is. I mean, yeah, we all knew she was playing some dirty in the background, but man, now you can see when push comes to shove, and with Sebastian dead, this woman has no bounds. She's willing to go the full mile to be just as treacherous as she needs to be. And she's captured pretty much all of our survivor friends. There's only a few left. She gets Yumiko to basically, she wants her to prosecute against Eugene. I mean, what an insult right there, to injury. Yumiko's not having it. I was loving seeing her strength in this episode. It's been a while since we've kind of seen her back in action, but to see her actually defy Pamela up there, I understand, which, I mean, was kind of foreseeable. I mean, we figured something like that was going to happen, because I was thinking to myself, how did she get around this? I mean, I was truly, when she was talking to Tommy, her brother, and I'm just like, I don't see a way out of this, really. I mean, Eugene, he said it tonight. He goes, I made my bed, I have to lie in it now. And yeah, for sure, dude. I mean, it's going to mean your life, potentially. But Yumiko pulls a tricky one on her and basically says that she's going to be defending Eugene. So this should be an interesting trial. A trial, I guess by jury, if you will, on The Walking Dead. Never seen it before, but we're about to. Other things we've seen, so Daryl and Carol, the duo, back again. Basically kicking some butt. They have a little chance to get Lance Hornsby out and of his cell, and we know this guy, he was on borrowed time, right? Especially since Pamela kind of left him in there to kind of feed Sebastian the undead. But it was kind of cool, when they got in there and Lance is kind of sitting in the corner and he's all traumatized and whatnot. But he snapped back pretty quick when Carol was basically like, I'm going to stab this knife in your face if you don't tell us where our friends are. So, and not before Lance kind of did a little, I don't know if that was kind of like an insult to Pamela, like bashing Sebastian's brains out literally of his head. I mean, that was a gnarly scene, mind you. It's been a long time since I've seen some hardcore gore like that. I mean, I know we see it each episode. Usually we see some gore, but that was a nasty scene with Sebastian's brains and everything else just putrid everywhere. And that coin just kind of stuck there, I guess, where the head hole was or whatever. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But she definitely knew who did that, and it was definitely Lance. But hey, Lance tried to pull a last political move here, right? He was down there. They were being sought after by the Stormtroopers, of course, and they end up going down in some tunnel or whatever, which is super dangerous. I mean, Carol, you should know better, but I mean, let's face it, they didn't have much of a choice. They could not travel during daytime, and that was pretty intense scene down there. I thought tonight's action and drama was pretty on key. I really do. And Lance even had a chance to shine some light down there. It was showing how dark it was down in that tunnel, and Carol was just firing at whatever she could to stay alive. And then Lance shined the light to basically have her kind of kill off the last few, I think, zombies that were in front of her. But it was a close call for sure, but not like I was going to say, oh, now we can trust this guy. Absolutely not. I mean, we all knew. I mean, he has one agenda, and it's just what can Lance do for Lance? And you saw that too when they finally got out of there, and he kept saying that, I hope Dixon's okay. I mean, really, dude? I mean, you tried to kill this guy. I mean, each of you tried to kill each other, so don't tell me that you found some mutual respect there or something. If anything, he probably just knows, I need these two to stay alive and to hopefully get him back into power at the Commonwealth, which is pretty much what the play he was trying to pull on Carol tonight. Carol wasn't buying it, which is good. Carol, she stayed calm and collective during the episodes. My wife said, she hasn't gone full outrage Carol, although I think that would be really cool to see. There's a couple things I've been wanting to see, honestly, in these back episodes. An all-outraged Carol and an all-outraged Negan. I want to see Negan, whoop some ass. And I fear we may not get a chance to fully see it, but they're going to be getting to their friends probably in the next episode or so. So hopefully we're going to see some craziness go down. I'm also wondering, too, guys, if Negan has a spinoff with Maggie, then I don't think that really leaves a space for Negan's new wife and future unborn child. So I hate to say it, but they're probably on the chopping block for sure, and that's enough to probably send them into a full rage spiral. So we'll see. I'm calling a prediction here. I think that could definitely go down. But yeah, just to finish off with Lance, I mean, his last speech, although I thought pretty good, I mean, he was really, really trying his hardest to convince Carol and Daryl. And Daryl, he gotta love his. He's just like, nah. I mean, it's so funny. Like, he gets paid so much money for so few lines, but when he delivers, it's just his character, and you just love to see him. And he's just not buying into the bullshit. And I thought it was great. I think you guys probably did too. And so basically, they were going to say, you know, Lance, you might. Claire said, you might survive. And so they let him go off, and he makes that last play for the gun, which I would hope that gun was empty, because, you know, all he had to do was pretty much aim and shoot. But Carol let off a pretty quick arrow. I guess she was already planning on shooting him anyways. That's my guess. And nailed him straight in the throat. So I know, technically, I'm pretty sure he died on screen. There's no way he's getting up from that. Somebody would have to get to him within minutes, right, before he fully bleeds out. So fair to say Lance is going to become a zombie. Maybe we get to see a zombified Lance in the next episode or so. I don't know. That might be kind of cool. Just to kind of see him fully finished off. Other than that, though, looks like Daryl and Carol are on a mission to go save the friends. They're on, I'll tell you what, though, this is pretty gnarly. So Lance accidentally gave away their location. He said there's a workable train that's going on. So I guess Carol and Daryl are heading for this train to see where it leads to, and hopefully it leads to the friends. But we got to see tonight, even though they were all hooded on this bus or whatever, they were still being drugged on the way. I mean, doesn't that seem a bit overkill? What's the point? Maybe so that they don't try to do an uprising or something, but they're all probably handcuffed anyway, so what's the point of drugging them too? It's interesting. But we got to see a major military convoy taking them. I mean, there were multiple vehicles, bikes. Now, I mean, we all know that the Stormtrooper Commonwealth troops pretty much suck completely. But hey, I mean, you put enough of them together, find enough guns. I will call out tonight's episode, although I was really enjoying it. That scene where Carol and Daryl were in, they were getting Lance out, and then those two troopers came around the side and just started firing straight down the hall. Yeah, Daryl should be in all rights dead right now. I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, he had no chance whatsoever, but they showed him getting to cover and then putting shots off. I know, you're not going to kill Daryl off like that. I'm just saying, when you're going to choreograph stuff, at least don't treat us like complete idiots, because that scene was just kind of like glaringly like, wow. I mean, they'd have to have worse aim than actual true stormtroopers from Star Wars, right? Because we know they can't hit shit. Anyway, but tonight's episode's solid. I mean, overall, I think I'm going to give it, honestly, I've been kind of sticking around the 7.5. I might even give it an 8. I was really entertained. I felt enthralled while watching each scene, just kind of wanted to see more. Also trying to rack my brain, like, how are they going to get around this? I mean, is there an end where Eugene lives past this? Are all the friends going to make it out alive? I don't know. But I mean, I've been telling you, and I say it every single episode, I'm worried that everybody's going to survive. I just don't feel like there's definitely danger and harm, but it's not like it's like that dire moment, like, oh shit, they're not going to make it out of this. And maybe that's coming. Again, we have about 4 episodes left. So this is episode 20. I think they're going to 24. So we'll see, guys. I really hope so. Not that I want to see our friends die, but there needs to be more craziness going on than just this. But it was a solid episode. I hope you thought so too. Make sure to check out my other videos on my channel. I'm just going to plug that out there right now. Like and subscribe, guys. I have a couple more everything you thought you knew about, and I was going to do Halloween 1978, my favorite slasher and killer to date. Michael Myers is awesome. So the most recent movie, not so awesome, but anyways. So look out for that video. It's going to be coming out this week. Learn some fun facts about Halloween. And I also have one coming up for Terminator as well. The original Terminator. So hope you enjoyed this rant on tonight's episode. Make sure to leave some comments on what you're thinking. If you have any predictions on possible deaths as we head to the ending finales here. And other than that, I'll catch you at the next review. See you guys.